Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our self-made druid. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we wrapped up what we could in Loch Madon, and headed back to Stormwind to work on our professions. We hit some new milestones while we were there, acquiring recipes that use medium leather, wool cloth, and some of the cooking ingredients that we've been holding on to for quite a while now. In today's episode, we take a stroll through Elwyn, which will culminate in the exploration of a brand new zone. We will enter the Red Ridge Mountains for the first time. Let's get started. And we are now entering the mountains. Let's pick up our first quest and then head straight to Lakeshire to pick up the others. The next few episodes are going to be 100% about general questing and just progressing our character experience-wise. Not going to need to do any professions really of any sort for a little while. We were able to clear most of that up in the previous episode. And our official plan, as long as it works out well in today's episode, is to take on Red Ridge today and then Darkshore in the next one.
For the Alliance.
I think it's going to make sense based on just kind of looking at the quests that we have left in Westfall and Loch Madon. I think it makes sense to go back to Darkshore again. And that is probably where we're going to hit level 20. I don't anticipate hitting level 20 in today's episode. So after we take on Darkshore again, we will finally have our cat form, and everything changes for us after that point. I just love this entrance going into Lakeshire every time I come here. It's perfect. Obscured by the hill that you have to climb.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Hey there. See you around.
I also just remembered that we're definitely going to want to check the vendors here while we're picking up quests. I want to see what kind of recipes we can pick up.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Good day to you.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to use our aquatic form here. One of the biggest reasons why we wanted to get it as soon as we could.
Be careful. See you later.
Okay, we got quests for Goldshire and for Stormwind. Fortunately, one of them is going to have a quest item associated with it, so it's going to chill in our bags for a little bit.
Step on up. Have a good one. What are you looking for?
Alright, so from the tradeswoman, what do we have here? We have black whelp tunic for leatherworking, which we can start making now, actually. 5 strength, 3 agility, so we are going to be sacrificing a lot of defense for a lot of offense, but that is certainly a lot of offense. We're going to pick that up either way, whether we use it or not.
See you around.
The thing about this is we're going to have to collect black whelp scales in order to make this, which come from the little black whelps that fly around this zone. But I have no plans to start killing them until we get cat form, because they deal a ton of damage. They deal lots of damage.
How are
It's
you?
better to be a little bit over-leveled for
See you
them.
later.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
And we've got more stuff to Stormwind. I always forget that Lakeshire is the town that has you running back and forth constantly between many different locations. Stormwind, Goldshire, Sentinel Hill, Shirley.
Well met. Farewell.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
And we'll probably wait on that Murloc quest as well until after we get cat form.
You need something? Have a good one. I supply only the finest goods. Be careful.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Greetings.
I tend not to do this dry times quests. It kind of has you go all over the place to pick up alcohol.
What are you looking for?
I never find like a convenient
Something?
time to actually complete that one, so. The cooking supplies vendor doesn't have anything interesting. Let's see if there's anybody hiding down here. Let's go check the rest of the houses.
King's honor, friend.
You need something? See you around. For the Alliance.
Yeah, if we have time, that's something we'll probably handle at the end of the episode. We'll handle the travel, to like Stormwind, maybe back to Westfall, just to get these items out of our bags. You don't want to hold on to them for too long.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, this is the tough quest. This is the quest for the Red Ridge Goulash. Not something it's something that I may not want to work on too much. We'll have to play it by ear with the condors. The condor
Safe
meat
travels.
is really tough to get
Hey
sometimes.
there. See you later.
This is a spot where we can do some cooking, though, if we need to.
Good day to you. See you around. Well met. Farewell.
Do you need something?
Alright, I think we are good to go. Let's put our aquatic form to good use, and we'll locate the necklace first. While we're down there, we might as well get the toolbox too. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our buff food up first. Not a lot of dirt piles. There's probably a lot of players online in this zone. Yeah, 50. Look at that. Just for our level range alone. Hardcore has really been popping recently. There's been a lot of activity. Alright, we are going to start running into some murlocs beyond this point. They're going to be around our level as well, so we're going to do our best not to pull multiples. Especially considering that we are in the water. We're gonna have to take out one or two, I think, just to be on the safe side. Let's get this toolbox in to get out of here. We can go ahead and turn these two in right away since we're already here. Just to see if there are any follow-ups.
Hey there. Have a good one. See you around.
So we did get medium armor kits from that. I am not going to use these though. While we can easily create them ourselves, obviously, we did not actually create these specific ones, so I'm not going to use them.
Safe travel.
Alright, now we're going to start working on the knolls to the south, as well as some of the ingredients from the local wildlife while we head back to Parker to deliver his lunch. Again, kind of want to stay away from these black dragon whelps for now. Their fireballs hit way too hard. So let's try to avoid those if we can. I do feel pretty comfortable about these spiders and gnolls, at least, since they are pretty low level compared to us. Some more spider meat and ichor. I don't know if the ichor is going to be useful at all at some point. It's not really what we're looking for. So I guess it's okay to let it go. Let's go ahead and give Parker his lunch.
Well met for the Alliance. Be careful.
And we'll return to Lakeshire with that request. Let's take care of the rest of the spider meat first, before we take on the gnolls. Ooh, that's really huge. Another small venom sac. Let's go ahead and make that anti-venom right away. We'll have 6 of them to hold on to. Just 2 more pieces of spider meat to go, and then we can take on the gnolls, as well as our collection of the Gore-Tusk snouts. We've got a moment here to rest. Let's eat another crab cake. And just need 1 more spider meat. Feels like we're still getting a lot of light leather from these higher level enemies, so might be a resource that we can expect to still get a decent amount of for a little while longer. Not sure if we're going to be able to get too many more skill points out of it, but I guess worst case scenario we'll just vendor it for some more silver. Which we're probably going to need to do anyway, at least on our way to level 40 so we can get the mount. There's our first Gortusk snout. We got liver too, which I think we can cook for a skill point. This is another zone where you're going to be holding on to a lot of quest objectives in your bags for a little while. It's kind of like a continuation of Westfall, I guess, in that manner. Alright, I guess we can move on to some more Gortusks, and now the gnolls at this point. We'll keep an eye out for any other spiders that we see in the area. We should still be able to see a few here and there. Like this one here. Ooh, we did get tagged by one of these black whelps. Very sneaky behind this little tree here. Yeah, you can see we're getting wailed on. This is not something you want to deal with if you can help it. Once we get cat form, it won't be as bad because they are very weak defensively. So, like, we should be able to take them out pretty quickly, but... And we actually did get a scale out of it, so I guess we'll keep that. We'll probably end up putting that in the bank. We also got another small venom sac. Let's go ahead and convert that into anti-venom. And let's move on. Let's be a little bit more cautious. I'd rather pull some gnolls by accident than a single whelp. I do fully expect basically every single enemy that we encounter in Red Ridge to be a potential hyperspawn location or zone. This area is just too busy for there not to be hyperspawns. It's like, how are you supposed to take on a camp like this? It's so crazy. yeah, like we try to leech one at a time, it's gonna be really tough. There we go, we just got some hyper spawns. Basically the entire camp. Did pick up a scroll of agility though, which is cool. So that's interesting. Looking at the debuff on the enemies for Demoralizing Roar, it says that it decreases their melee attack power by 39, but our tooltip says 54, which is surely the 40% bonus that we're getting from our talents. I wonder if it's like not working. It wouldn't be the first time that vanilla World of Warcraft has made a talent obsolete or an ability obsolete by accident. Very curious about that. I'm going to see if I can leash this mongrel away from this pack. How many do we actually pull here? It looks like just the mongrel, so that's good. I don't know if I'm keen on taking on all three of those guys at once, especially with this infected wound debuff on us. All level 16. It's like that's kind of the good news, I guess. And we do have potions, so I guess I'm not too worried about it. Let's get in here. Alright, so we killed one. We'll go ahead and stun one of these guys so we can get off another regrowth. Our 2 hots should be able to keep us up pretty easily. We've got a battered chest on our hands, too. Nothing special. We're gonna get our buff food back up from here. I can't really feel the difference in this extra agility, though. I'm really happy that we have this right now. Let's see if we can squeeze out of here. Back to the road. We are done with the poachers now, at least. We just need 4 more mongrels, which we can get from the other camp. It'd be good to go back to that other camp anyway, because it's a little bit safer over there. And it'll give us a chance to kill more of these boar and spiders. There we go, that's our last crisp spider meat that we need. Yeah, if we're going to take on Darkshore in the next episode, we're definitely going to want to drop off a lot of this, a lot of these parts over at the bank. Because we're not going to eat them for quite a while, especially considering we need the condor meat to actually turn in that quest. And that's going to take some time to acquire. Got another 3 pull in our hands here. Alright, perfect. We are done with that portion. Let's see, definitely not going to collect the spotted sunfish yet. And definitely not taking on the eastern side of the zone. So from here, let's head back to Lakeshire. We'll head back to Lakeshire, we'll turn in what we have. And then I think we'll take care of those quests. The back and forth quests, like delivering the letters and notes and whatnot. So we'll fly to Westfall to deliver the first one, we'll fly to Stormwind next, and then we'll head over to Goldshire. And I think that'll be good. We'll have to make sure that we visit the bank in Stormwind so we can drop off all of this random stuff that we're not going to need quite yet. Particularly the snouts and the spider meat. We'll see what we can cook too. If anything, we have some liver and some intestines. Oh, and some boar ribs too. I know I can cook those. And I know we can't cook the boar meat anymore.
Be with you.
Yeah, one more quest to turn in way over there. We can actually take care of our cooking after we turn that one in. Yeah, we made some good progress. We're about, once we turn in this quest, we should be about 3/4 of the way through level 19, which means we will definitely be picking up cat form in the next episode, once we take care of some questing in Darkshore.
How are you?
Since we're going to visit the bank, I'm just going to hold on to this spider ichor if for some crazy random reason we need it. For something. I mean, you never know. It feels like one of those random ingredients that you could see being put into just anything. Cooking, for example. For some very obscure niche recipe.
Can I help you? Have a good one. See you around.
Oh, you know what? There's a cooking trainer here, but not a supplier. So we'd have to go into the inn to do our cooking. We have to go in there anyway to turn in a quest.
Good day to you. See you later. Looking for something specific?
Good day to you.
Greetings.
We have to go outside to get the mild spices. And can we cook the intestines? Can we do it? Vortusk liver, we can cook the liver, that's what we can cook. And I don't think we need that for a quest. Oh, that's right, the spider ichor and boar intestines. We're not going to get bear meat for a long time, so I don't think it's worth it going after that or anything. Let's just pick up the mild spices.
I buy and trade. Looking for something specific?
And just make these real quick. Everything seems good. Let's make the flight to Westfall first, I think. Westfall and then Stormwind.
Hello.
And we are on our way. Guys, if you're still here, I really appreciate you making it this far into the series with me. Or at least into this episode if you are new. Very excited about the Druid now. Now that we're coming up on our, perhaps what is our biggest milestone. Bagging Westfall now. Oh, took something off of our bars. I think it was the blood sausages. Let's turn this one in. We're probably going to get a follow-up to go back to Lakeshire. Yeah, we're definitely in the season of back and forth quests.
What can I do for you? Light bless you. Go with honor.
Luckily, this one's also going to Stormwind, which is where we're heading next.
Hello. Stormwind. Looks like we have to speak with the commander at the gates, and we need to go all the way up to the Dwarven district as well. I guess we'll go up to the Dwarven district first, and then come back down, because we do have to go to Goldshire as well to turn in a quest there.
What can I do for you? Be good. What's on your mind?
Stormpike delivery to Lochmadon. That's a lot of experience to let
Safe
go.
travel.
I feel like we have to take this one. You know, I feel like that was a quest that you could have picked up in Goldshire too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you know what? That marker was there and now it's gone. Oh, you know what? Looks like we have to... Yeah, we have to talk to Shaw as well in Old Town, so I guess we're going there next. Yeah, so unfortunately not a lot of experience right now from Elmer's task, but
we'll have to stop by Lochmadon. You know what? Our Hearthstone's a Lochmadon. I guess we could just use this at the end, so that we can turn in that quest before we head over to the next continent. Alright guys, I think this is going to do it for me for today. There's not going to be a whole lot of exciting stuff, at least as far as these quests are concerned, so I'll handle that in between episodes. It should be really quick. Not going to be too much of note. And then I will see you guys in Darkshore. We're going to be, like, extremely close to level 20. We're going to be very, very, very close. In fact, we'll have to see how close we are after turning in all of this stuff. Because we might only have to do, like, just a little bit of grinding just to hit level 20. Then we can get cat form before we start doing stuff in Darkshore.
Need help? For the Alliance. Light bless you. Be careful.
Yeah, then we take that to Westfall. Yeah, all over the place. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me for today. I will see you guys in Darkshore. Have a good one.